what's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You whack, you twisted, your girl's a whoa. You broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so, I love my baby mother. I never let her go. I'm tired of weak whining over that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them? If you up for real, like my mans in them, who get it all with the strength of their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act up.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Set to kick off.
Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. First run now for Kyron Williams. And boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move. Nice run. Winds up getting about 6. So you often say that sort of opens the playbook now. Second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. A gain of 15.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Blue 60! Alert! Omaha, ready to move!
Now it's Stafford. This is Smith to the ground. And this will move the chains again as the tackle is going to be made at the 49ers 36. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you can outrun what's running through your veins. Oh, you're carrying the weight.
Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Brock. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. Chooses to bring this one out. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10.
Get set, get set. 18.
Purdy throwing here to start. And it's Bourne with a catch outright. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Rolling into enemy territory. Hits the 20. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a 6-0 lead right away. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Things going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. It's a foot race. He'll head out of bounds on the return.
Kid, I know what you were waiting for and what I was waiting for, and that was that official to raise his hand. I think we all assumed that was going to be taken to the house. It wasn't, but it could be in pretty short order because this offense now set up for some serious success.
On the sneak, it's Love. And he's in for the touchdown. The Packers finish off their opening drive. Jordan Love, the touchdown. On a quarterback sneak to the end zone.
Kate, I think two things were at play here. Not just the brute force to get it done on the QB sneak, but also the element of surprise to run it on first down. Job well done.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. First and 10 coming up. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Hauled in by Moore. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. And he takes this to the 38, so it's going to be third and very short.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
McCaffrey on third down. Through the middle. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
To the line and set. Here we go. First down.
Get set. Get set. Yellow. 18. Watch out. Yellow.
Working out of the gun. It's Purdy. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
After the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
18. Watch out. Hands up. Hands up.
From the gun, McCaffrey. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
On the move, headed right. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another 49er first down.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone.
Outside. Start.
They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be second and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Here's McCaffrey again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a second quarter lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Jaden Reed to return this. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Now Love on the play fake. That's caught. Tucker Kraft. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. He gets 16 yards on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Love with it on 1st down. This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. To the air with Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Looking quickly here.
52. That's another Packers first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So 2nd and 5 on deck as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment. Ready. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Come on. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Down. Set. They'll run. Jacobs. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sails through good. And the Packers tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down here. Covers up nicely after a gain of 7. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line.
At the 23-yard line.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Buys time, rolling right. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Get set, get set. Up.
Now Purdy. Hits his running back. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Outside. Up.
Looking to throw, Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back, McCaffrey. He takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35.
To the air again, Purdy. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he'll get it up to the 44. You get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Purdy looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Might shift to the run here. 3rd and inches.
Get set, yellow. Run around, set.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Fourth down in inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it.
Yellow. 118. Here we go. Yellow. Up.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and it's exactly what they did.
Well, he put everything he's got behind it. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked by Marquise Siegel. And the 49ers are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
Hey, we're dead even here through 2 quarters, and you know exactly what that means. That means both coaching staffs emphasized coming out strong here to begin the second half. Well, that return puts you in great position to do so and maybe even take control of this game.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Takes the handoff, now Love. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he's tackled for the 1st down yardage. Offense in a hurry up here. First down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. Offense up to the line fast. Love now, off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Shotgun now for Love. Hits him on the in route. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. This gets the 1st and more. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. Offense to the line fast.
That's another Packers 1st down.
52 blaster.
Love from the gun. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
10 cycles. Ready, set.
Love out of the shotgun. That one's incomplete in the end zone. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Yeah. Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take the lead right away in half number 2. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. On now is McManus to kick this away. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get set. Up.
They stick with McCaffrey. He was unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Outside. Out. 18.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Complete left side there to Jennings. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the fourth. Second down now. They need 7.
Here we go. Watch out.
Going run again with McCaffrey. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? I'll put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball. You go right over their head.
And he's got 6 yards on that carry. It's second down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Get set. Yeah. 18.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. Wasn't a fan of what was ahead there, Brock, but the bounce outside doesn't fare any better. He gets a lone yard at second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
She trying to show me something. I got floors for days. Take home now. Me, my girl, I can't even know. We need to start in prison to the sun. Worried about that, but my chose on. All of the kids gonna get the cold.
Outside. Yellow. 18. Watch out.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. What a clutch play late. He intercepts it. Andrew Cooper takes it away. The 40. Into the red zone. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6.
I got to imagine this defense right now has got some kind of tell on this quarterback. He's either giving it away with his eyes or his feet. Interception on the previous drive, and this defense once again jumping all over him.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Packers double their lead to 14.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. After the pick, Purdy back to the air. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Packers will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline to try and recover. You can put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
The tight end in motion now. Running on first here with Jacobs. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. 3rd down, they need 7.
Here we go, set. Yellow.
They'll motion him out of the backfield.
Ready.
Throwing his love on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
52.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That's to lead again. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two.
Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
14. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10.
Outside. Watch out.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Clock is working against him as they hurry up to the line.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's a big time.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Gain of 6. And the 49er, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Working quickly here.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
On the gun is Purdy. And the Packers are all over it. He goes down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the 2nd half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Packers are your winners, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara. It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Chargers. Kick this one away. And here we go from L.A. Darius Davis to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Amarion Hampton. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Set. 380. Go.
Again, it's Hampton. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they will be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Herbert from the gun. Broke him out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously, the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield.
On the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Great, set. Hey, let's go.
Man in motion here. Right to the air. It's Hurts. Finds Dotson, left side. Now maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock. Their first play winds up going backwards.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
63. Hey, Silver. No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. Let's cut with Saquon Barkley. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off in that game.
Yeah, right there. That's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
1st down, a run with Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
You go play action. Here's Hurts. And he's got it. It's in close. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-0. probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Every time I start to believe something taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't take chill and let me be free.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
It's Hampton on second. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Delta, hut.
Going to the ground again on first. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of one. That's the end of our opening quarter. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down.
Lion.
Back to Hampton. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Let's go. Ready?
On third down, Herbert. And they're going to tag a defender with this one. So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
And this is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, right, obviously, without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, you get a little push, and now you get a third down conversion via penalty.
They'll run here following the penalty. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
5-9.
To the air this time, Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All set to go now from the 35.
Set. Home the troops right. Delta, go.
Herbert on first down. Buying some time right. That's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from SoFi in just a moment. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
380.
Shotgun give to Hampton. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Set. Go. Hey, easy. We'll go orange.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Chargers tie it in the final minute of the half. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers take the lead on that successful kick.
Eagles 6.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Great, set. Trimmer. No touch, set.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Eagles.
First down throwing for Hurts. Caught by Dotson on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not until it reaches that 45-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. It's Hurts once again. Chased out to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take the lead just before halftime. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On return, here comes Davis. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Finds the in route complete. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Herbert. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. And ready to boot it away. Shipley now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Shipley on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He cuts it right. Still going inside the 35. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
You saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen, and they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
So after thinking it over, these guys lining up for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Hurts looking to throw. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
For a great receiver coach to say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. You know, it's pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. And 2 points, well, they're left on the table.
On the return, here comes Davis. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Davis on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
Hampton gets the handoff. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Hampton trying the left side. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
1st down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Running it with Hampton. He gets through for a 7-yard gain. Tackle made at the 47.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Now inside give to Hampton. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Opening carry of the game for Kimani Vidal. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They stay on the ground with Vidal. Shoots away from one. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
So new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Hampton now up the middle. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now a run by Hampton. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play. Just one quarter remaining in this one. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Throwing now, Herbert. Brought in. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Third and just 2 to go.
Brings up third and 2.
Set. Go.
A run now with Hampton. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4.
Trying with Hampton. And they stop it. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
Result of the play.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got second and 8.
The truth, Kate, I felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, well, they're not going to back down here on second down as well.
Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Trimmer, King, Phil King, Phil King.
On second down, here's Barkley. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. You get an even 40 out of that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
And he runs out after a very nice game. They're going to have to hang on to that momentum, though, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Trimmer.
They're going to pass it here. Short pass brought in. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles have likely locked up the win right there. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles go up by 19.
26. Chargers 7. Jake
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Maybe on that rapid pay the bills. Now fit it. Not even
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Hey, Kappa. Lion.
Now Herbert to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hoping to get that one to Keenan Allen. And that'll bring up second down. Herbert from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Trying to set this up quick.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Herbert now to throw on third. That one's nabbed by Allen. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Yards. And the Chargers first down. First and 10.
It's Herbert once more. And this one does not go far. Offense in the hurry up here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Eagles' 36-yard line.
Herbert to throw once more. Throwing the out route complete. Oh, and the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
A fumble on the play. Out of bounds. The offense retains possession.
Herbert throwing again. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. Dose of the hurry up here.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Herbert now. Catch is made. That's Trey Harris. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone.
Number 9, Trey
Working quickly
Harris.
here.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
From the gun on third, it's Herbert. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down.
Set. Grenade. Grenade. Ready.
Desperation time here. That's cut beyond the marker. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
At the 1-yard line.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Tip.
Vidal can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line,
He
too.
was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 6.
So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate.
Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. Got